Welcome
Good
to our
afternoon.
podcast. This is our impromptu podcast. Podcast? Are we eventually going to have we have a name for this yet?
We're still the 76ers.
I thought we decided on Appalachian Truth Seekers.
Oh, Appalachia Truth
Yes,
Seekers.
Appalachian Truth Seekers. Yes, I love it.
Yes, Appalachia Truth Seekers. No N. There's no N in there.
Oh, no end? Okay.
There's no end.
No N. And it's Appalachia.
No end in sight. Ayy.
Appalachia Truth Seekers coming at ya with the truth. So, for those of you that just get you catched up on the podcast, yesterday we spoke the truth about the Brotherhood and their tyrannical activities throughout Appalachia. They tried to shut us down by flying vertibirds over our secret broadcasting location. I also had got harassed today by a local elder of a Brotherhood chapter. Anybody else have any experiences like this?
They actually took my footage today.
Oh. So we don't have that today.
We don't have that footage. Actually, first, let's go around the room and introduce ourselves. I am your lovely host, Malachor.
I am your neighborhood general, Jessica Taggarty, with the U.S. Army Remnants, and that's it.
Next.
I'm Juliet Victoria, and I am a U.S. Women's Reserve surgeon, or I was.
What about you, Mr. Skeleton Man?
Well, I am the skeleton, and I work with fire breathers. United we stand.
And I am Pumpkin, everyone's favorite responder captain.
And we're here to talk about the truth out there, people. It's out there. It's not conspiracy, I tell you. There may be, I heard a rumor in it, but it's the truth.
You're sounding like a free stater.
Oh. No, we'll get into that. That is a very interesting topic that we can get into.
The Free State's
What
Enclave.
What happened to the Free Staters? Anybody's opinion?
They probably all killed themselves.
They ran out of food and water.
They could have run out of food and water, but I have a feeling it has something to do with the Scorched. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let me tell you what I do know. I do know that they weren't very stable. They were ready when the bombs dropped. Then afterwards, they failed to adapt. Here's my theory on what happened to them. I think they ran off and left. Ran off with their tail in between their legs. What about you guys?
It's
quite
that
possible.
Blackwell guy.
Well, I feel like most groups were either completely crushed by the Scourge Plague or had to leave Appalachia because of the Scourge Plague.
I'm not buying it. I honestly think that was just an excuse for people to leave.
I think it was the Brotherhood. They pushed.
I honestly.
There were giant bats everywhere.
I believe it. I believe the freaking Brotherhood are invading, and we should all be quite concerned. Who else here has been harassed by the Brotherhood?
I have. They came and took all my fruits and mine. And
I've been
technology.
I've been shot at and they threatened me, but then I kind of took some of their power armor, so.
At the responders, with the responders, they keep trying to steal a lot of our equipment, but
yeah, that
as
too.
We do, we
that
keep
ain't gonna
fighting
end
back.
too well.
See what I mean? Are they really our heroes, or are they just phonies?
How are we supposed to defend ourselves?
Viewers, I highly, strongly suggest you learn how to shoot a gun and quick. Shoot them before they shoot you.
How can we defend ourselves when I can't even have a plasma pistol?
The same way
Right?
I do, with bullets.
Well, I mean, I was told the other day by an elder that I couldn't even have a rifle. A simple ballistic rifle. He told
Simple
me
ballistic.
I was a stupid civilian and I didn't deserve to have a weapon.
Wow.
And
Now,
I
see,
told him...
Half of
I
the guns
told-
I own are from a certain Brotherhood group. I got them off of a convoy. They were invertebrates, so all you simply have to do is find artillery pieces and take down the vertebrates.
I'm telling you, they're here for an invasion. And does anybody else second that motion?
I second
Aye.
that
I
too.
do.
Aye.
I'm telling you, Wastelanders, you got to be careful. Don't trust them, and don't trust the Enclave.
But what about those big old power armor suits? And they're here. They say they're here to protect us.
I
We have
don't
power
buy
armor,
it for a
too.
minute.
We have power armor, and you guys also have a skeleton, so
I don't know how to use
Considering-
power armor.
we'll teach you
Yeah.
then. See,
Any-
I'm ex-Enclave, so I know basically everything that they do. Essentially, I'll teach you how to use power armor, and I can teach you guys how to use rifles and whatnot. And I can even get you guys some guns.
I don't know if I
Ooh.
trust your Enclave style of doing things.
Let's get back on a good subject. Let's talk about the wasteland economy for a minute. It is getting better and better by the day.
That's very true.
That is
Indeed.
very true. These the Brotherhood back to trade and stuff. That is kind of boosted our economy.
I've been hearing about a lone wanderer out there who managed to get the gold suppository vault to start backing our economy.
You know, I heard
Like
something about that
Astor?
as well.
Yeah, it's true. All the gold was moved right here under our noses into Appalachia.
What's the use of gold these days?
I'm telling you, our pre-war money actually might be more valuable than you think.
What do you think? Is our pre-war money worth more than you think, or our caps
I think
worth
it
more?
is.
I do. I really
Then
do
again-
think it is.
Money can be burned. Well, there isn't a whole lot of money left in the world, seeing how it's made from paper and easily flammable.
I collected every chance
Exact-
I get.
Now let me tell you a little bit about my financial situation. I've improved since the economy's improved. I've been investing in various forms of currency, whether it be bottle caps, pre-war money. I even got in on the ground floor with this newfangled NCR. Back in California, they've been sending these dollars labeled New
NCR
California Republic. Yeah, I'm investing in it. I feel as though this is the way we should go. If California can get some sense of civilization back, I feel Appalachia is not too far behind.
I do believe that too, and we're not too far from it either.
Right, I mean, I went from a small shack not even 5 years ago, a nice little rustic shack, to a log cabin mansion, to a nice little smaller size farm, to my glorious pre-war looking house that I currently live in. I mean, I've been sitting on drug money this whole time, mind you, but
Drug money.
still. But still,
You been dealing chems?
I have been dealing chems. I sold my whole stash. I told myself I was gonna go clean from that stuff.
Hey,
Remember,
good for
people,
you.
mentats are a crutch for psycho. You never want to take psycho. Too much of that stuff will kill you from the inside out, very slow-like.
As a surgeon, I recommend everyone have a dose of Addictol on them.
Oh yes, yes, and maybe some comics.
Now, Miss Victoria, can you confirm or deny this? That filtering your water can stop the spread of radiation.
If done correctly, yes it could.
Can you get the plague through the water? Can you get scorch plague through the water?
I have studied this effect, and no, it turns out when you boil the water, the virus dissipates.
You've heard it here, guys.
100% confirmed. I've been hearing about a inoculation serum inside your very own Nuka-Cola.
Wait a minute, what?
I actually had that not too long ago. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I came
What is it
across a
called?
bottle of Nuka-Cola with my blood in it.
Yeah, that's what I had.
interesting.
Somebody randomly gave me that the other day. I was walking
It is
along, and
very,
some random
very
7-6er
rare.
came up and just handed it to me.
It's very rare, and I believe you should take that. That is an inoculation serum I hear that will prevent the spread of scorched.
I thought it was just a rare kind. I'm gonna drink that as soon as we're done here.
I mean, you should get inoculated.
Remember to exercise after you drink Nuka-Cola. The amount of sugar in it could knock me on my feet in no time.
Around here,
No,
there's-
that Nuka-Cola, it actually cleans your insides out.
If you drink too much Quantum, I hear your pee turns glowing blue.
really?
Yeah,
That
I
happened a
can
couple times,
confirm
actually. I
that.
can confirm that as well.
And it's bad for your plumbing, trust me. I had to pay out the wazoo to fix my plumbing in my house. It just destroys the pipes.
Now, where are you settled at?
I am settled over there by our sponsor. Remember, always go to the Wayward for all your alcoholic beverage needs. And tell Duchess that I sent you.
What do they have? Dutch's Dram out there? That's what it's called?
Yes, it's a very good, very fine alcohol.
I prefer a nice swirl of wine myself.
I have been looking to expand. As many of the viewers know, I do brew. I'm a brewer.
Oh,
I
a
brew
brewer.
moonshine and Nuka shine. I've been trying my hand at wine, but it hasn't been so successful.
I've heard Nuka Shine has some side effects. You drink it, you black out, and wake up at some random location.
You should try it sometime.
Well,
I-
hold on there. Hold on there. So I have been working on a new type of Nuka Shine. It's called Nuka Shine Unsweet, or sugarless. It
Sugarless.
negates the blackout effect of Nuka Shine. There's no sugar, so you shouldn't black out in it.
Well, where's the fun in that?
Well, I mean, you get all the same effects as Nuka Shine, just without the crash. So you can continue to party on and drink till your heart's content. No one wants to be the first person to pass out,
I do.
especially in the wasteland.
What about you guys? You guys enjoy that new shine?
I
I've had
do,
it
I
a couple of
do.
times.
I can't drink.
I've only
anything.
tried it once. I didn't really like it that much.
I don't have any organs, so I can't drink anything.
Don't worry, I have something especially for you, Mr. Skeleton.
Really?
I present this new product. It's called a paper bag.
So, do I just slide it over my head?
No, 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 my dear friend. You put it inside your rib cage area.
Huh.
Oh, so it can catch all the stuff.
All the liquids, and then at a
Interesting.
later date, one of your buddies will get thirsty and you can offer him a nice, cool beverage.
Just
But
don't mix
the-
it with him.
But, on another note, I had been hearing rumors from the Brotherhood of a secret group called the Institute somewhere in the capital wasteland. Or was it, I forget where it was actually now. When I think about it.
The
But they
Commonwealth.
the Commonwealth, yes, yes. And they have this crazy program
Where's the Commonwealth?
that could probably help fix your skeleton situation. They're working on making human-like robots that bleed, talk, and think like us. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, that sounds like
I
they're
think
trying to
that's
play God.
preposterous.
What if I'm one of those robots?
What if
You'll
I'm one of
never
those
know.
robots?
Any of us
Well,
could be one
it
of
sounds
them.
like the Institute's trying to play God.
Malachor, as your
Does.
sister-in-law, I can 100% confirm you are in fact a human.
I am a robot.
Beep bop, beep bop.
Boop, boop, beep.
Well,
Now, I was
I-
hearing from your neighborhood raider, Rosie, that she has a friend that is working on making cars drivable. Your thoughts on this amazing, miraculous thing?
Drivable car sounds really awesome. I would totally cruise around the waste with.
you know, I was down in Watoga at one point, and was going around just kind of taking a look. Went to Watoga Underground, found a couple of pristine cars there, like not damaged whatsoever.
That's where I found my motorcycle. I was amazed. And this guy said he could fix my motorcycle up eventually, whenever he can find enough parts to do so. Anyway, anybody's thoughts on the recent poll I put up for my next pet's name?
Yes. What is? Please send in your request for what we're gonna name Jessica's dog. I'm voting for Chad. Chad 2.
I'm
I-
also ready
had a
for
chat
that,
one.
too.
Yeah, unfortunately, those of you viewers that don't know, the Brotherhood stole my last dog, Chad. I have
Yes,
not
it was
seen that wolf in so long. I raised that wolf since it was a pup.
That's why I keep my pets inside my
you-
bunker.
What'd they tell you they were gonna do with it?
They were gonna make it a canine unit animal.
A canine.
And they also stole my damn crops.
But they're protecting us.
That's what they say anyway.
Well, I've gotten various reports from people. The Brotherhood's basically been going around and just harassing people, taking their food, water, guns, basically anything that they can get their grubby little mitts on, and essentially, that's what I hear they're going to keep doing until someone stops them.
Have you guys been to Atlas?
I have. They turned it into a freaking fortress. Can you believe this? We
Yeah.
don't need more Goombas running around with freaking guns. We got enough of that.
Fort Defiance 2.
Oh gosh.
What have they done with
Hopefully
Fort Defiance?
I don't know, but
Nothing.
hopefully
I don't
Atlas
think-
falls just
nothing.
like
They're
Defiance.
too scared to freaking claim it back. Bunch of cowards saying they're gonna protect us. They probably can't even protect themselves.
I heard they walked here.
That's what I heard.
I don't buy that for a minute.
You don't think they walked all the way here?
No, considering the events of yesterday, I mean, I'm pretty sure they flew here. They went over our secret broadcasting location yesterday, flew
That's
right
very
over
true,
as soon
yeah.
as we started talking a whole bunch of shit about them. And exposing the truth.
They don't want you to find out the truth. Am I right?
I'm telling you, they will silence the truth. I
They
mean, I
sound like nothing more than a bunch of technology fetish and, domestic
heard-
terrorists.
I heard that they were traitors before the bombs.
I'm telling you, both the Enclave and the Brotherhood are traitors. I mean, the U.S. Army remnants were holding out for the long haul for the people. We had a guy from Maine come down to freaking Camp McClintock. He was very dedicated to serve his country. Can you believe that, all the way from Maine?
All the way from Maine.
I can't believe that.
That's just strange.
There is a guest.
Oh, here, hold on, I gotta go.
I'll be go. I'll
Yeah,
go
I
check
mean,
it out. Yeah.
today we
I'll
tried to
back.
get the Brotherhood to come spread their propaganda lies today, but they didn't want nothing to do with us so-called civilians.
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 I was a
Please,
corporal in
they're-
the U.S. U.S. Marine Woman Reserve.
I was a sniper at Anchorage.
I
me
also
tell you-
served in the war. I am a pre-war general. Me and my group survived the blast barely.
So how'd you guys survive?
We hid in a bunker that Voltec left unsecure. We kind of took it over. We helped the civilians that huddled in there for safety. Eventually they became members. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows Corporal Green.
Yes.
I haven't the foggiest.
Yes, well, he is one of those survivors. I mean, our numbers are dwindling. We have some of our members at Foundation at the moment, protecting civilians. We do what we can with what numbers we have.
Hold on, we have some technical difficulties. Sounds like maybe some
Yes.
Brotherhood jamming.
I believe so. I cannot believe these guys. If I had a nuke for every time these thugs came around claiming to be heroes, there would be no more Appalachia left.
My family survived by hiding in our bunker. We let in those we could. Unfortunately, not everyone made it in on time.
Which bunker were you in?
It was in my personal family bunker. We
Oh.
allowed people to come in as the bombs were dropping.
Yeah, I was hearing some rumors about the Hornwright Vault.
Oh, the Hornwrights? No.
Did they live? Did they make it through?
They did. The head of the household is actually a settler over there at the, what is it called? Foundation.
Over
yeah.
at Foundation. Really?
Over in Foundation. I joined up with them until I realized the U.S. Army is still kicking. We may be in small numbers, but eventually we'll grow big enough and we'll kick them damn bully Brotherhood out of Appalachia. Because we don't want them and we don't need them. If they're not going to help the people, then we don't want them.
I think they're just a glorified technology fetishist version of the Enclave.
I don't like the Enclave either. They could take their modus and shove it.
Yeah, what do you think of the Enclave? Let's go into the Enclave. We've bashed the Brotherhood a lot, but you know, the Enclave.
I don't trust them. There's some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Secret, shadowy organization claiming they're the government. I don't buy it for a minute. I know I'm part of the government. I know Miss Victoria over here was part of the government. I'm pretty sure Mal, you are part of the government. But these guys, they don't have any paperwork or any sort of official paperwork saying that they're the government. They just claim to be it. That's not enough claiming to be the government. You need cold, hard facts to present to the people.
What about this?
I apologize about that. Weston had to go deal with some responder stuff. The Brotherhood were actually at our fire station trying to take some stuff. So Weston had to go deal with it.
See,
yes,
see what I mean?
They're jamming. They're jamming the signal.
It sounds like they don't want people to hear what we have to say.
I'm telling you, if I had the numbers I had back before the war, they would be grass.
What's that expression again?
Blood makes the green grass grow.
Not quite.
That's a good
yes,
expression,
I
though.
remember. Quoting one of my lesser friends, I'll turn your ass into grass.
That's not the same, but I get where you're coming from, or where you could have mistaken that. I mean, anyway, let's talk about the mole miner people, like the cons. Yes, let's talk about them.
Next, okay.
Okay.
What does everybody here think about it? I think that they are just paranoid as all get up.
They creep me out.
They
me
are
out.
certainly grotesque.
Murmagor creeps me.
Murmagor creeps me out, but I still think that Murmagor has good intentions.
I'm telling you, like I think they're racist. What does everybody else here think? They hate super mutants. They hate ghouls. They hate humans.
They hate everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think that's racist. I think that's just them.
So, how do you guys think they started? Because I have this really tragic view of how they might have started. I don't know.
Honestly,
Maybe you guys don't agree.
can give you cold, hard facts on how this all started. Back when the bombs dropped, there was no place safe up top, so they started digging underground. I'm telling you, over the years they have mutated to survive under the ground. They come up top to be grouchy old bitter fools.
They sound like grouchy old men to me.
What they sound like to me? Oh no, go ahead.
I believe that they were going by the name, they're mole miners. I believe that they were miners at some point in their being.
I think that they're miners who became fused with their suits, and their weird noises are actually them screaming in agony.
I would second that. I mean, if I didn't already have my suspicions.
And the reason why they're so aggressive to everybody is just from the sheer pain they're in.
This is compelling evidence you bring.
But then again, it has been over 27 years, and they could be they could be replicating, you know, fornicating. Do you think they have offspring?
I could not confirm
It's a
nor
high
deny.
probability. Otherwise, how would they keep showing up randomly?
There is a lot of them.
Yeah.
Perhaps they do it the way ants do it. Maybe there's a queen.
I don't buy that for a minute. Now,
They do seem like they have a hive mind.
Yeah, I believe that.
One of them sees you, they all see you.
honestly, I want to get to some more issues that have to do with our climate. I do not believe that anybody here has had the chance to vote for a mayor for the community Lakewood yet. I mean, what is everybody's thoughts on the candidates themselves?
I'm a candidate, I'm gonna stay out.
Well, considering how I used to know Malachor before the war and post-war, he's got my vote.
Who are the candidates?
The candidates are Super Mikey and yourself, of course. I
heard
mean,
Super
I
Mikey
have
wants to be
no
mayor.
choice but to stay out of it because I am the current mayor, and I'm ready
Alright.
to pursue some other
I'm back.
activities.
Welcome back.
I hear that Super Mikey doesn't even want to be mayor.
So, Weapon, how
it
did
appeared
how did it happen with the Brotherhood over at the fire station?
well, there was just 5 of them, and, well, they kind of didn't want to talk and got a little upset
Oh, they
very
got
quickly.
feisty? Okay.
One of them pulled a gun out and just started shooting at the protectrons. So I had to put down all 5 of them.
Ooh.
That's the Brotherhood for you, classic
Yep.
tyrants.
I
Whether
did.
it's one elder from another group from another state or our current elder of this state, I do not like Elder Horgan, nor do I trust him.
I got a hold of their guns,
That's
Oh.
always good. Always need
Nice.
new stuff.
and one of them appeared to have had a fat man.
Oh, that's even better.
So we
That helps a
are.
lot.
Yeah. So we now have small arms compared to what you can find in this wasteland.
Anyway, back to the podcast. Let's get back to the electoral debate. Honestly, I feel as though there should be a third party just to make things interesting and spontaneous. Anybody's thought
I agree.
honestly, I to be honest with you, Victoria, you're not the leaderish type. I mean, last time we had you as mayor, they had to elect me to kind of take over your position. I mean, I think so far as the mayor, I've done a pretty damn good job of trying to keep the people in mind.
I agree.
You've
else agree?
You've done a great job.
But I'd like to see a candidate come out of nowhere, be that underdog. Everybody here can agree they like an underdog, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can use that. But who do you think would do it?
I have no clue. That would be the fun in it. Just a mystery candidate out there.
Whoever's out there, you throw your hat in that ring. You know who
Good
you
luck
are.
to you.
I mean, we've already established that right now Christy cannot throw in her vote. Well, not throw in her vote, but cannot be elected as mayor. Or Miss Victoria cannot because of the last incident we had when she was the mayor of Lakewood. But I do feel as though, as the mayor, I can see I am proud of the community of Lakewood. Let me tell you about the community of Lakewood for a minute. I'm not just the general. I'm also the mayor. It's a small community. We have it spread out from the green zone all the way to almost Cranberry Bog. And I like this. The community is spread out, and I love it. We are just going at it and settling.
That's great. I'm very happy about to see that.
And I love how we have our emergency services like out there. We got our firefighters, we got paramedics out there, and we got all kinds of things already set up. I mean, the community is coming along great. I can honestly say I'm proud to be the mayor of Lakewood.
I'm proud to be one of the heads of the of our responders. And it's a very great. I love working here, working with you guys.
We love having you.
I mean, eventually I would like to step down as mayor and become your neighborhood local reporter. I mean, I'm actually surprised Victoria here hasn't thrown in her hat for that. Did you know before the war she had a degree in journalism?
No, did you really?
Aw, Victoria's shy. You don't need to be so bashful.
Anybody else got any cool things they did before the war, or any cool hobbies?
I mean, go ahead.
Before the war, I did. I mean, I'm doing what I did before the war. I was a fireman. I worked on. I tried to calm down the riots before the war. But I did enjoy doing side things. Like I was a really stupid rock. Now that I think about it, I was a rock collector. Loved geography. I loved G. I liked doing stuff with rocks. I could never remember the name of that.
It's geo.
Geographer.
Is it geographer?
Yes, it is.
Well, I loved rocks. I had tons of them. But
Geology. Yeah, it's geography.
I even before the bombs dropped, I managed to find before bomb ultrasonic.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as cool as what other people have done, I heard.
Yeah.
I mean, try the headache of being the general of the army before the bombs dropped. That was tough, headache-inducing work. You can't believe how often people targeted me and asked me why I wasn't doing anything about this war, ending this war. All I could say was, we're doing this to stop the spread of the Red Chinese invaders. I also got my hands dirty in the battle for Anchorage and the reclamation of Anchorage. I mean, I fought in some pretty tough stuff, but I mean, before the bombs, it was already stress-inducing enough. I mean, our skeleton friend over here could probably say the same thing, seeing as he can't even eat or drink.
I've been hibernating for the past 10,000 years. I only woke up when I heard a loud rumbling outside.
This guy takes a lot of chems.
I can see that. I feel as though... How did you deal with people, and where did you live before the bombs dropped?
This sounds interesting, yes.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, how did you deal with people?
Well, I mostly stayed in the forest, away from people. I was able to watch the construction of Vault 76. I watched the Flatwoods Munsterland, and honestly, if it wasn't for me, the people who would have went over there would have died. I've intervened in a lot of times, saving a few people.
I have a question for everybody here. Has anyone actually seen this urban legend Flatwoods Monster? I have
seen
not.
It one time.
Well, considering
I have taken a couple pot shots at one that I've seen.
Same.
Considering I did save those people, I'm gonna drop kick them.
I mean, can you describe what this creature looks like?
Well, he floats around and he's got like a little jetpack. He's in a little spacesuit too. Purple helmet or fluid inside or whatever, and he's an alien from no one knows where, and he is just extremely aggressive.
I was on some chems and I seen this cloud float by and the world turned purple and I blacked out. But I promise it wasn't the chems.
My experience when I took a couple of pot shots, I was actually just doing some of my patrols when all of a sudden I saw a glow further into the woods. When I went to go check, I got some sort of blast, what looked like blaster fire shot at me. So I started shooting back.
This is scary to hear because I don't live that far from Flatwoods.
You live
Like,
in
where-
Flatwoods, don't you?
I live near it. I live over next to the Raywood, right across the street from Slocum.
Slocum Joe's. Hey, I miss Slocum.
Oh man. those were
Can you confirm or deny where the Flatwoods monster would be located at? Would it be located near the Flatwoods Lookout or inside Flatwoods itself?
I saw him on a cliff. I don't remember where I was. I was drunk. You guys?
I want to say I actually was about maybe a mile or two just outside of Flatwoods, and I saw him when I found him.
I was not too far from here. I was over by the closest relay tower when he was just kind of floating around and examining the place. But he goes further than the Flatwoods for some reason.
Really?
This is intriguing.
Yeah.
This is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen like anything else weird out there? Some kind of other paranormal things?
I deal with Wendigos on a daily basis because they produce acid.
I keep running into Mothman. I try to keep my distance whenever he's around.
What do you guys think of the Mothman?
I mean,
Honestly,
the
the
cultists are pretty
cultists,
crazy.
the cultists, I swear, they make the Mothman to be like some sort of god. I get it, they worship him, but I mean, I will say this, there comes a time when murder and religion don't mix.
I don't think it ever mixes.
Give me one
You guys don't
moment.
ever just like... You guys ever do that lighthouse thing? You guys ever see that? Where they light up the lighthouse and then they talk to the moth?
I've seen that around. Yeah.
I walked up
Yeah.
on one time and it was some crazy stuff. Is he normally mean to you
Whenever it
guys?
happens. Whenever the one I usually the ones that I usually run into some very aggressive ones.
Maybe it's a non-aggressive one. Like maybe that's the one that they're trying to talk to.
I ran into a Mothman once, and just kind of walked up to him, and he didn't attack me. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not human.
Maybe.
Jessica just got up and ran off, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, he
Just need to
Yeah.
go for a run, I guess.
I mean,
probably.
sometimes it's always good to go for a run, but
What do you guys think of cave crickets? Those things creep me the heck out.
yeah, it's all the big. They always make their creepy noises. They're always
Yeah.
running together. There's always more than one.
Yeah, there's always like 3 of them at least. And they jump at you and
Yeah. Yeah.
ugh. Or
What
like
about the sheep squatch?
a sheep squatch. That thing's
Yeah.
What-
huge.
Yeah.
Well, I once saw a death claw, a mega sloth, and a sheep squatch fighting each other.
What?
The sheep squatch was really just like beating them all. It didn't really seem to bleed at all.
I will
Just-
be back. I got an urgent message from a settler who needs my assistance.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And I have to go battle our long-term enemy, the Enclave. Oops.
May
Wish
I
me
ask?
luck with that.
May I come assist?
You don't want to assist in this. This is, it's gonna be personal.
May I ask which enclave?
The ESC.
Alright. Good luck.
I'm off to do battle.
Good luck. Be careful.
Is this the enclave that you made mad earlier, Mr. Skeleton?
No, that was the Eternal Enclave.
Okay. You guys want to
Yeah.
squish together for me?
Yeah, I'll move over. Just give me a second. I'll move over. I think where Victoria was.
Alright, responders. Now I can just ask you responders questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, did you like do any paramedic stuff before the war or anything like that?
I mainly did fire department work, but every so often I did help with paramedics.
Did you guys have to help out with like the quarantine and stuff?
Oh, majorly. We had a lot of times, with the amount of bodies that ended up,
Yeah.
couldn't exactly bury them. So, let's just say there was mass cremation.
What was that called? Like the blue fever or something like that?
Something like
That
that.
was
It was
so
not
long ago.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, the blue fever was not a pretty sight.
Okay, I heard a rumor that the blue fever was actually given to people by the government so they could use propaganda against the communists.
Well, I
Because
don't
they
know
said
anything
one of
about
the
that.
symptoms was communist sympathize.
Sympathization.
Yes, that's it.
I didn't hear very much of like people like with it talking about communism. They were pretty unhappy and sick, so didn't really hear much about that. But I do know that like there were like I don't know if it was given by the government or anything like that, but I do know that it just kind of appeared one day, like no reason at all.
Do you think Blackwell might have been tied to it?
There's
Was
a
the
chance.
Enclave tied to it?
Oh, you think the Enclave was tied to it?
Most
Never
likely.
know. Anything could have been tied to it. It could have been Enclave. It could have been Blackwell. It could have just been Mother Nature. No one knows.
Do you think it might come
early
back?
versions of the spark plug. Do I think it might come back? There's a chance. I mean, like everything comes back at some point.
See, when I was when I was with the Enclave, I was in one of the labs where they were experimenting on that plague. It was the last sample they had. So they experimented on me due to the fact that I am as old as the earth, and they did truly horrible experiments. They created the Death Claw and a bunch of other stuff.
They didn't. You're on chems.
No way.
But when I left the Enclave, I completely decimated that facility, so I doubt we'll see a rise in anything like that again.
You're saying they created death claws.
Yeah.
How?
I mean, it explains a lot, to be honest.
It does. I mean,
Like, I don't see how, like, a lizard that probably started out small ended up being so big.
I mean, radiation does a lot of different things. I just thought it
That's
was
true.
radiation.
Yeah. But it being Enclave kind of does explain some things, though. So, yeah.
It does kind of. You're right. Hmm.
But yeah, like, before the war, the riots kind of took most of my time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Trying to keep some fires from spreading, trying to keep the riots down.
Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna call my pit boy.
Okay.
Oh, now it's down to me and you.
Yeah. Just
So-
seems to be like a lot going on in the new world.
So it was Enclave that was jamming us. I get it.
Yeah.
We're getting some interference.
A little bit, sounds like, but I think
Little
it'll
bit.
pass soon.
Alright.
There a little bit. I think it'll pass soon. This facility has a very strong, very mixed pockets to get into.
They're really trying, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really didn't like him giving away those secrets. I'm starting to actually believe that they did make the death claws now.
Dang.
You think maybe the scorch plague was like the blue fever?
That's what I was thinking. It could have been early versions of it.
But what's up with the ultrasite crystals growing on the corpses?
That's interesting. Like, that's what I've always questioned is going on. Like, I've always wondered why that happens and all that. It could be really anything going on, like, from that. It could be really anything that's causing it.
And it's cleared.
Well,
Wow.
it's clear.
Well, alright.
I knew that would be good.
I think we should start calling it here.
I think so. I think that's probably enough. Have any advice, Malachor?
Yes, if your friends and family begin to start talking about communism, they had the blue fever.
There's probably yeah, maybe. And always remember, take your friends and family to the nearest doctor if you see any signs of scorched or blue fever or any of that type.
Doctor, are you still being shy?
Are we back? Are we shy, doctor, or are we
Pardon?
back?
Oh, sorry.
Any advice
good.
for the
Shy.
viewers? Any advice?
Any advice for our viewers?
Any advice? Remember not to do chems and always carry a Dictol with you.
Do
And
you
remember,
want to?
And remember, don't drink the toxic water.
That's all